Hello, everybody. Comment if you can see and hear me okay. Um, the way I'm on here, I can't really tell if I can't see comments. So, hey, it's travel day for us. So I have travel hair going on. It's okay, right? Yeah, this train is moving today away from Flagstaff to Homolovi State Park. Check it out. Bonus points to any of you who know what homolovi means. Homolovi. What that means. All right. Okay, we're live. Good.
What does it mean?
What is homolovi? Inquiring minds want to know what does the word homolovi mean? Did you know that experts say that your brain has a limited number of decisions that it can make in a day? I can see all of you right now going, that's why my brain is dead at the end of the day. Yeah. So deciding what to eat for breakfast shouldn't be one of those extra decisions that you have to make. So let's help you out by giving you some breakfast that is simple, healthy, and a hit with your whole family. Okay? So those of you who are new to our 3 Life Essentials page, or if you're watching this on the replay or on our replay on YouTube, my name is Amy Miller. I am a crunchy mom, a researcher of all things natural for a little over 10 years. Those of you who know StrengthsFinder assessment, I'm a learner at heart, and I'm very analytical, so I love to research and learn things and find out all the facts about them, and then I can share that with you so that you don't have to do all that research. And so those of you who are not analytical and not learners, I can help you out a little bit with that. But together with my husband, we are the founders of 3 Life Essentials. We're advocating wellness in all areas of our lives, in our spiritual, in our healthcare, and in our lifestyle. And our team is on a mission to help others with their health. This right here is Free Friday. It's a weekly series on Fridays that we are addressing freedom. Freedom to experience life more fully, more abundantly, by getting rid of the weights, the toxins, the weights, the time issues, all those things that bog us down. In fact, today we're going to be free from boredom. Yes, boredom in our breakfast options. We're going to be toxin free and limitation free again. So say hello. Tell me where you're joining in from. If you're joining me on here live, again, I can't see any of your comments. So if you're jumping on here, say hello so I can see you. And kudos to those of you who are joining me here at the beginning. There's a link I want to share with you, and hopefully I'm going to be able to share this with you. But I want to share with you, those of you who've been watching our Free Fridays for a while, you know that I talk quite a bit about Azure Standard. It's a company, an online company where we're able to, that travels all over the country, where they deliver natural food items, healthy food choices, and many of them in bulk. So anyway, what we have is Azure Standard is a great resource that we have that I want to share with you, and I finally have a great affiliate link that allows you to be able to shop with them, but also is beneficial to us as well. We've been sharing Azure Standard for years, actually, and just now they've offered to us an affiliate program too as well. So if you like them, shop with them, and it will actually be a thank you to us as well. So so the link I'm going to share with you is bit.ly/shop Azure. Okay, I'm going to see if it'll let me copy and paste this link in the chat for you. You guys are going to love Azure Standard. They ship all over the country, and you get to, it's really cool, you get to meet them on the truck itself, and no middleman. You meet them at the truck, and you take your box of groceries home. So here's what we're going to talk about today. What does a typical breakfast look like in the Miller house? Options for when you are bored, and then maybe a new option, hopefully a new option for you that your whole family is going to love. Now, in case you're not watching this live, don't worry. We're going to be answering your questions after the video as well for about 48 hours. But I want to hear from you. What does a typical breakfast in your home look like? Maybe it's no breakfast. Maybe it's eggs every morning. What does your typical breakfast look like? Those of you coffee drinkers, maybe we'll do another segment. Comment below if you would enjoy us doing a Free Friday live on morning drinks, and we can talk about coffees, teas, all those kinds of things. We would love to do one like that, share one like that with you if it would be beneficial and if you would enjoy that. But what does a typical breakfast in your home look like? I've made it on live this morning without my water. I'm going to go grab that real quick.
I'm going to hijack the feed
No,
while she's gone.
No.
No hijacking.
So I'm curious, are you bored with that typical breakfast? Maybe you're loving your breakfast options that you're doing right now, but I'm curious, are you bored with it? Because sometimes we do get bored with what we're eating in our house, don't we? Yeah, even if you're watching this after the live video ends, let us know. I'll show you. Typical breakfasts in our home look like eggs and veggies, soaked oatmeal, chia seed pudding, pancakes we do once a month. Occasionally we'll do bagels, and occasionally, like on a travel day like this, we'll actually do cereal. And then we love our gluten-free power bowls as well. So we do a lot of rotation. I'm curious, do you have any ideas? What are the potential problems for those of you who answered that you eat kind of the same thing every day? What are the potential problems to eating the same breakfast every morning? Any thoughts on that? You think there might be any potential problems? I will tell you that our bodies were designed for variety. Have you ever heard that saying, variety is the spice of life? Because that is so true. Our bodies love variety. When that comes to our essential oil usage, to our foods, our bodies love to exploration and movement. Our bodies love variety. And when we provide our bodies the same thing over and over and over, our bodies do not like that. And over time, they respond negatively. I've experienced that in my own life. When I was feeding my body the same exact things pretty much day after day, and my body did not respond well. So you may not notice a negative response or potential problem right away, but over time you will see negative responses with your body. So think about that when you go to choosing your breakfast options, or even when you're choosing your essential oils. And we can talk about that. That's a whole nother Free Friday segment. But so if you're finding this of value, or if you know of a friend or a family member that would benefit from this information, click the share button, because we'd love to share that content with them as well. So let's talk about the principle of good, better, and best. I'm curious if anybody already practices this principle when you're choosing food options in your home. This principle of good, better, and best. Anybody? So the good, better, and best principle. Sorry, I'm pulling this up here so I can see if it will let me share this. Every time I try to share this in one of our groups, it does not let me. I think it's a glitch right now with Facebook. Yes, that's what I'm doing right now. And it doesn't ever find any results for me in the group. So I don't know why it won't let me share it. Okay. Well, so we'll have to share it after. Hopefully they could catch it live, but we'll have to share it after. Okay. So, so think about when it comes to produce, your fruits and vegetables. So a good option for produce is buying your conventional fruit and veggies. Obviously, fruit and vegetables, getting those in your body and in your system is better than nothing. A better option would be using the dirty dozen or the clean rule and then buying organic when affordable. How many of you are familiar with the dirty dozen or the 12 clean rule that comes out each year about produce? Comment below if you're familiar with that. If you're not, let me know and I'll answer your question later, but that's a better choice. Now, a best choice when it comes to produce is buying all organic, like for instance these strawberries. I've got a paper towel wrapped around them so they'll last longer. Buying all organic, buying local, buying seasonal, or even better than the bestest is growing your own. So let's think about grains. That's something that a lot of people eat at breakfast time. Let's talk about grains for just a minute. So a good choice for grains would be cooking with maybe some refined flours, some whole grain flours and nuts and seeds, those kinds of things. Getting those different grains into your system. That would be a good choice because you're getting a variety in. A better choice with that would be homemade cooking with 100% whole grain flours and grains. I don't have any of those to show you here. A best option would be homemade cooking with 100% whole grains and either soaking, sprouting, or sour leavening them. Now, if any of those terms are new to you, it's okay. They were new to me at one point too, and so we can learn this together. But a best choice would be, for instance, if you're going to have maybe your oatmeal in the morning, would be to get these. Now, we are gluten-free. That may be a better choice for you and your family. Gluten does have a tendency to be very inflammatory in the body, so it's not as easy to digest. But grains in general are not easy to digest in the body. So a great choice would be to get your whole grained rolled oats and to soak them the night before you eat them. That helps the digestion process. And so that's what we're talking about. We're talking about soaking. Now let's take it a step further if we're talking about quinoa. Okay, quinoa is another grain. I know it's not probably a common breakfast grain. I'm curious. Comment below if you ever eat quinoa for breakfast. I would think that there's probably not very many of you. But so let's take quinoa for just a minute. This says sprouted quinoa. Now, if you watched my Facebook Live video yesterday when we were choosing, when I was shopping at the store, and I also had a crown on, so it was also amazing. But this is sprouted quinoa. So this takes it a step further. This takes the quinoa grain and takes it from soaking, takes it one step further to where the grain actually starts to sprout. Okay, so think about germination and things like that. Sprouting actually even makes the grain even more easily to digest in the body. It makes it more like as if you were eating a fruit or a vegetable in the body, which is something that's fairly easy for the body to digest. So, and then going a step further is sour leavening, if you're going to do like sourdough grains, sourdough bread. That sound more familiar to you guys? Okay, so we're going to go back to this quinoa in just a minute. Okay, eggs. People do a lot of eggs for breakfast, yes? Yes, are you doing any eggs for breakfast? We do a lot of eggs in the house. Okay, so a good option for eggs would be buying conventional store-bought eggs. That would be a good option, a good source of protein. But an even better option if you want something more nutrient dense, we've used that term before, of trying to find things that are more nutritious for our body, not just looking at calorie and fat and things like that, but looking at the nutritional content that's going into the body and feeding our body, a better option would be store-bought organic free-range eggs. I don't have an option choice show you here, but a best option would be organic, local pasture raised eggs. Now these eggs are actually from Azure Standard. If you're just joining us live, go back to the beginning where I've given you guys a great link to be able to use, to be able to shop with Azure Standard. This is actually the least expensive place that I've been able to find pasture raised eggs, even cheaper than the grocery store. I sure do miss our local Texas homegrown Yonder Way Farm eggs. Shout out to Yonder Way Farm today. We love their eggs. They are the perfect pastured eggs. And if you're in Texas or near the Brenham area or Houston area, they deliver to you. They will ship to you. So check those out. But if you're not in that area or are in between their monthly deliveries, Azure Standard has great grass-fed organic eggs. And I love these eggs. You'll find that pasture-raised eggs will have a more golden, yellowy, orangey yolk than your typical conventional store-bought eggs. So again, because it's more nutrient dense. So I've been asking you guys a lot of questions, so I hope that as you're watching this on the replay, share with us, because I would love to hear back from you. I'm wondering, what are your biggest challenges when it comes to eating a healthy breakfast? I would think time would be one of the factors. I don't know. Okay, so let me go back to the cereal option, and then I want to share one new option for you guys that I hope will be new and that we can do together. You can gather your ingredients this week and we can make this together next week. Okay, so cereal. When it comes to cereal, this is probably the least nutritious but the quickest thing. So it's something that we do on a rare occasion. And so when we do buy a box cereal, we try to look for, again, we're looking for something that is gluten-free. It's organic, and this is also sprouted. So many box cereals, even organic ones, are processed, and they're just not nutritious. It's not something that's nutrient dense in the body. So if you're spending all of your breakfast options on cereal, you may want to rethink shifting the dial a bit to maybe giving your body some more variety. Another option we'll do for cereal is a raw organic granola. Why raw? Again, it's more nutrient dense. It doesn't have very many ingredients. I will read you the ingredients. Sprouted buckwheat groats, sprouted sunflower seeds, dates, sprouted sesame seeds, coconut, hemp seeds, cacao, vanilla extract, and Celtic sea salt. So again, this is it's a powerhouse that delivers a lot of nutrients. So if you're going to choose something like cereal, at least try to choose something that is going to be easier to digest on the body, less processed, organic, and nutrient dense, okay? To give your body the most bang for the buck, right? Fast and on the go. Okay, so anybody ever heard of gluten-free power bowls? I know these boys have, and it's a huge hit in our house. We usually we have this in our rotation of different breakfasts. And bonus to you, busy women and busy moms out there, this is one that you can make ahead. You can make it the night before, and it's essentially ready the next morning. So so here's the ingredients that you're going to want to have on hand. I'm going to pull out my this is my tablet here that I store my plan to eat. I think I've talked to you guys about that before. My app that I use that stores all of my recipes and menu planning. I have 2 months loaded already, so when I go to the grocery store, I already know exactly what I need on my menu plan to shop for that week or that next 2 weeks. Okay, so gluten-free power bowls. I'm going to show you a picture of what these look like, and you're going to be like, oh, yes. Don't those look amazing? This is what we're going to make next week. And you guys are going to be able to change this up to work for your family, their particular likes and dislikes, those kinds of things. But you're going to want to have, we're going to have quinoa. So again, we talked about that. The good, better, and best choices. This would be a best choice, the sprouted quinoa. It's by True Roots. You saw I was purchasing it at Whole Foods yesterday. You can also get it online. You're going to want to have chia seed. It's a superfood. This is actually something you're going to, it may be a strange ingredient for you to purchase in your home, but this could actually become a staple in your home. It's a superfood. In fact, comment below if it would be beneficial to you if we did a Free Friday live just on superfoods and what kind of superfoods to have in your home that can really pack some nutrition in your house and in your foods that most of the time you won't even notice is there. So you want black chia seed, or you can get white chia seed, but you want to look for organic. That would be the best option. You're going to want to have coconut or almond milk if you are dairy-free. If you're not dairy-free, a best option would be for you to choose raw milk. Again, we're looking at good, better, and best options. That would be a best option. If you're dairy-free, you can see my video yesterday where we talked about the canned coconut milk and the different options. This time, I had to go with a better option instead of a best option. I was looking for the best option, but they didn't have it, so we went with the better option. And if you're wondering about that, you can go back and watch my video, Facebook Live video yesterday that I did shopping at the store. Okay, you're going to want cacao nibs. Oh, I don't have those out. Let me get those. You're going to want a variety of fruit. Sorry, I was going to say fruit and veggies. No veggies in this particular one. But you're going to want bananas, blueberries, any kind of berry. Bananas, you can do strawberries. We typically do blueberries, strawberries, bananas, but do what your family likes. You can change it up a little bit. And then you're going to want cacao nibs. Another superfood. It's a way to add some chocolate taste, but also pack your breakfast with a lot of antioxidants and a little bit of crunch too. They have a nice little crunch to them. Smell nice and chocolatey. So you're going to want cacao nibs, another superfood. If you don't get the sprouted quinoa, you're going to want to get some lemon juice as well, so that you can at least soak your quinoa the night before. Okay, you're going to want vanilla extract. Now, I'm going to show you a better and a best option here, and I know my live video is going a little bit longer today. I'm almost finished here. So I ran out of my best option, which is my homemade vanilla that I make. Super easy, super easy, really inexpensive, and it's homemade. But I ran out of it, and I couldn't, for the longest time, I could not find any more vanilla beans. I just got vanilla beans finally in from Azure Standard. Yes, yay. And so I've been going with my better option, which is an organic vanilla extract that I got from the store. It's much more expensive this way. But I'm making my best option now again, but it's not going to be ready for about 5 to 6 weeks. So it has to cure with the vodka. So you're going to want vanilla, and then an optional add-in is some nut butter. Now, we didn't talk about nut butters, but you're going to want to look for, again, a good option would be a nut butter that works for your family. A better option would be something that's labeled as natural, although that doesn't mean much these days. You really want to look for something that is organic. I've got a creamy cashew butter here, and then we use a lot of almond butter. Again, this is a tub that you can get in bulk from Azure Standard. You can get lots of different options here. I love this brand Once Again. They have some great options. So you can add that in if you are nut-free. You don't have to add that in. Okay, so we're going to make this all next week. Who's excited? Do you want to see the picture again? It's so yummy, you guys. Now, this is going to be a cold breakfast, but you're going to make the quinoa mixture the night before, and in the morning, all you have to do is add your toppings. Oh, I almost forgot. You'll also be able to add nuts on top of your power bowl the next morning. So if you want to have some almonds, I don't have them out, but we typically use raw sprouted almonds. Now you can sprout your own nuts, but if which they do take a little bit of time, but not a whole lot of effort. And so we actually purchased sprouted nuts. You'll be able to put those on top. Again, if you're nut free, you can take those out. If you're dairy free, go with your coconut or almond milk. And I'm so excited to be making this. I'm about to sign off, but don't forget to go back to the beginning to get that bonus link from Azure Standard if you want to be able to shop with them. Thank you guys for joining me today on Free Friday. I hope you really enjoyed this. Don't forget to share this with other people who you think would benefit, and you can click on that small arrow in the top right hand corner. If you don't want to wait, if you want to go and binge watch a bunch of our other videos, go check us out on YouTube. Just, I think the link is bit.ly, 3LE, 3 capital LE videos. But go check us out on YouTube. Just type in 3 Life Essentials. If you'll click subscribe, and then make sure you click on that bell next to it, and you'll be notified whenever we have a new video that comes up on our YouTube channel. So have a great Friday. We'll see you guys from our next location, Homolovi State Park. Bye-bye.